Hey guys, welcome to Grady's Sports World. This is Grady. It's it's kind of late here on the East Coast, so I'm gonna try to keep this video short and sweet. With the NBA playoffs starting this weekend, there's something different for the first time since the the 05-06 season. LeBron James is not there, and I kind of wanted to discuss that and just really discuss why I think that is. And I respect LeBron; he's a great player, and I just kind of want to go over. He used to be my favorite player, but I just kind of want to discuss some of the issues I have with him. So something that I really used to see in this guy was his drive to win. You know, to me, his years in Miami his years in Cleveland, obviously, he felt like he had something to prove. He felt like he was chasing something versus being chased. And, that continued into Miami. He captured those two rings. Those years in Cleveland, those couple of years back in Cleveland, I'd probably say his first 2.5 years back in Cleveland or so. He felt like he had something to chase, and he won a championship. But I think really since I'm gonna say since the second half of the 16-17 season, I think he's kind of lost his way a little bit, and he really, to me, I get the vibe off of him. For some reason, he thinks he's bigger than the game of basketball. I mean, I understood him sitting out in games to rest and stuff. I got all that season, but I kind of get the vibe when he posts all this stuff on social media that he's all about me, my brand, me, I'm LeBron James, look at my sexy biceps, man. I kind of get that vibe off of him, and that's an issue I really have with him. And another issue I have with him is, he feels entitled enough to call himself the greatest. I mean, I feel like, I'm going to be fair to the man. I feel like you can make a decent argument for him being the GOAT. I mean, I'm an MJ guy, and then I probably have another player or two before I put LeBron. But he's definitely in my top 4 or 5 greatest players of all time. Definitely the greatest player to ever play the 3 position. But another issue I really just have with him is I feel like the man just kind of gives up too easily. I mean, I'll never forget once he finished beating Boston in Game 5 of the 2017 Eastern Conference Finals. Somebody asked him, how do you feel about playing the Warriors? He's like, I'm good, man. Let me just, I don't want to worry about that right now. And it was just the Warriors, LeBron, you've been talking you've been talking smack all year. This team, man, they're coming for you, and they're literally waiting for you. In the finals from the previous years, from the previous year, they added Kevin Durant. They went out and stacked the deck just against you for you. And it's just this man's just comes across as honest to God giving a concession speech before game 1 of the finals. They haven't even started, and he's up there saying, they're going to be tough, man. I don't want to worry about them right now. I don't want to worry about them. It's just when you think of guys like Jordan, Kobe, Magic, I want to even say Charles Barkley, honestly, even though he has no championships. You know, they always believed if they were on the court, then they had an opportunity to win. And the vibe I get off of LeBron James sometimes is I don't really feel like he believes in himself enough and that he has a chance to win, even no matter what competition what players he has around him. And that's level of players like you have around you. That's a legitimate excuse. I'll give him a pass for 2017-8, NBA Finals. But man, like I just kind of feel like you got Kyrie, got Kevin Love who was healthy that year. He wasn't really healthy in the 2017-18 finals, and you had all these different different scrubs around you. George Hill, you had J.R. Smith before he fell off the map, and Tristan Thompson before he fell off the cliff before Khloe Kardashian happened. But I just feel like the man kind of gave up that year. It's just really disappointing to say the least, because I legit feel like if he had channeled that inner warrior within him, no pun intended with the Warriors, that he could have pushed it a little bit farther and pushed it to 6-7 games. I mean, the Warriors were definitely a better team, but I definitely think that that Cavs team with LeBron, Kyrie, and healthy Kevin Love, even though if it might have been a 15-20% chance, they could have, I feel like they could have pulled out the series. I mean, it was a puncher's chance, but they still could have done it. I don't think LeBron believed his team had a chance, and I think my biggest issue with him is he just gives off the vibe that he gives up way too easily, to me at least. I think another problem I have with him is, I got no problem, like, for somebody who wants to go out to the West Coast and enjoy their lifestyle, or the East Coast, whether it be New York, LA, Miami. Not gonna lie, if I had the chance to live in New York, Miami, I'd probably take that chance. I'm not really a West Coast kind of guy. I've been in San Francisco a couple times. I enjoy it, but I'm not really an LA type of guy. So I don't think that'd be my cup of tea. But that's a different subject for another time. But I feel like the move of him moving out to Los Angeles, I think that was a little bit more about. It really wasn't about basketball first. It didn't really seem that he had the idea of winning, and I think that's really like my big issue I have with him. He seems kind of like seems like the kind of guy now who's like semi-retired in a way, just out there to make movies and a bunch of money and stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you're still the best player in the world, arguably, or at least top 2, top 3, no matter where you put him. And you just you should still be chasing something. And I really think over the last 2-3 seasons, ever since he won that chip in Cleveland, LeBron's lost the desire to chase something, and I want to love LeBron. He is still my favorite player. I don't know if I said in the video earlier that he used to be, but he still is my favorite player. I still have a big heart for that guy. He's really the guy who got me into watching NBA basketball, and I just want to see the man care. And right now, with all the Anthony Davis stuff, with all the crap that went on with the Lakers this season, it kind of just seems like, it really just seems like he's gotten more about me, and my brand versus the ultimate goal for the team and wanting to be coached and wanting to be held accountable. And, not all of it's his fault. The media kind of rides this guy's, kind of massages his balls a little bit, if you will. They kind of stick up to him. I mean, suck up to him really, and just follow him wherever he goes. And some of that's deserved, some of it's not. But, I really believe in LeBron James, and I'm really hoping and praying that from next season forward we see a different guy who's hungry, wants to get back after it, and is the predator instead of feel like he's the guy being chased, because he's not. He's going off. He's lost 4 out of the last 5 NBA finals. Even though he made it to 8 straight, that's a great accomplishment. I feel like he has more greatness left in him. I still think he could win another championship or two if he puts in the work and goes out and recruits and allows himself to be coached and allows the team to be the team manager. Because you look at, the general manager would be the GM and the owner would be the owner and the coach would be the coach. As you look at what he left in Cleveland, it's an absolute mess. The guys he backed up for them to re-sign, they're nothing but a bunch of troubled cap space. They're like salary cap strap. So he needs to play his role of the player, assist when he needs to, on the court, like assist the coach and stuff. But at the end of the day, he's a player, and he should not be bigger than the game of basketball. And he should put the team first and, himself second. So, that's just some of my thoughts on LeBron and some of the issues I have with him. I really hope, that he'll get back at it next season and just get better and proves me wrong. So, I hope everyone has a wonderful night, and it was great talking to you. Bye-bye.